Guys, get ready with me while we talk about moving on. Girl, I wish someone told me and warned me how hard it was to move on from someone that I didn't want to move on from. But it's okay, we get through it together, and let's talk about it. It is a very shitty feeling when you are the only one who misses the other person. It's like there was two in the relationship, but only one of you are grieving and only one of you care. I seriously don't understand how people don't have emotions after a breakup and don't seem like they're upset. Like, was any of it actually real? Something that plays such a huge part in going through this process is your mindset. Like, your mindset is so important. Because your mind is what makes you kind of feel every emotion. And the more positive you are about the situation, the better you'll feel and kind of get over it. It is so normal to have good days and bad days. Some days you may wake up and be like, oh yeah, fuck him, I hate him. But then some days you're probably gonna cry and just want your person back. And it sucks missing someone because it's like it doesn't go anywhere. Literally all you can do is sit there and miss someone and that's it. Sometimes distracting yourself doesn't actually help. People always tell you, yeah, you gotta keep busy, go hang out with your friends, do this, do that, but sometimes it just doesn't make you feel better. Because even while you're doing the distraction, you're still thinking of everything. Don't get hopeless. Don't think that every guy's like this and that every guy's going to hurt you. Because the right one is out in the world somewhere right now. I emphasize this so much, but stop checking his socials. And trust me, this is coming from a girl who was logged into his Instagram. I don't know why he didn't remember. But I logged out and now I don't feel that urge to check anymore. First of all, I can't. Just get rid of them completely. Holding on to something that doesn't want you isn't beneficial. Please don't feel like you can't be loved because of him. Just because he cannot love you correctly does not mean that you are hard to be loved. Some boys just aren't mature enough to handle love that isn't easy. Because love isn't supposed to be easy. I mean, it's not supposed to be difficult, but in a relationship there are going to be rough patches, and you're not supposed to just run away from them. Because life in general isn't easy. Just make sure to always know your worth, and always know that you're worth the love that you want. I know it doesn't seem it now, but the right person is somewhere in this world for you. But good things take time. I know this whole process sucks, and I know you might feel alone, but you're not. There are a million other people going through the same thing as we speak. Just always know your worth and never make someone feel like you are too difficult to love, because you're not. I love you, and take it day by day. It will get better.
Get ready with me while I talk about getting dumped. Yep, I'm single now. This happened about 6 days ago. But I've kind of just been in a state of denial and trying to fix things, even though it's not my fault, there's nothing I could fix. And now I'm just kind of trying to accept it and move on. I may look sort of okay now, don't get me wrong though. I have been very unwell. I have not eaten in 6 days. I had to spend $600 to fly home. I'm not well at all. But I wanted to make a video just because I'm trying to find things to fill my time, and obviously I've been a little MIA from social media because of this, but I do love making content, and I have been watching a lot of similar videos, and it's been helping me just seeing that other people go through the same thing and they make it out on the other end. The process of healing from a breakup is so interesting because some moments I'm like, I know I'm gonna be okay, and it's just like I just don't want to deal with all this pain for the next few months. And then other moments I'm like, I cannot make it through this, like I need things to be okay. I've been sleeping a lot just because then I'm not thinking about things, but the second I wake up my body goes into full panic attack, realizing the reality of what my life now is. What I'm trying to do to cope with that is just, remind myself that I don't want to be with somebody that does not see the value of keeping me in their life. And, I know I gave everything I could have possibly given in that relationship. And so if somebody doesn't want me, I don't want them. Believe me, that is way easier said than done. It's especially hard for me because I was blindsided. This came out of nowhere. He was having doubts that were never communicated with me. And I genuinely used to pray that I would end up marrying this guy. So it's weird to know that that's, you know, whatever. I think the hardest part for me has been just trying to accept the fact that, you know, 1 second you can be so happy and so in love with someone, and the next they just, like, come out of the woodworks with they don't see a future with you anymore, for reasons they can't even really justify. But again, I do not want any man that does not see my worth and see how incredibly lucky he would be to have me in his life and have a future with me. Just gotta keep telling myself that, though, till I fully feel it. Because no matter what, like, I love him so much. And, I mean, I can think those things, and I know I do deserve more, but it's just, like, when you're in this state, it's like I didn't want more from anybody else. I was happy with you, and I thought you felt the same. What's been the most helpful for me, honestly, in this time has been my family. I spend just about every second of every day on the phone with my mom, unless she's at work, because it is the only thing that has kept me from completely spiraling, especially being 8 hours away from home. I thankfully go home again in 2 weeks for fall break, and then there's a 4-week gap before I go home for Thanksgiving, and I might be booking another flight just because, you know, being around my family has been the only thing to, like, make this better for me. This video might just be a lot of me rambling, but that's just where my brain is at. It's all jumbled thoughts, everything doesn't make sense, and I'm definitely very lost and confused, but I want other people to see this and know that I literally am suffering, and if you are too, like, we're together in this, like, it'll be okay. People have made it through heartbreak before. It's doable. It is totally, like, gut-wrenching and soul-crushing, but it's life, I guess. This is also the first time I've really, like, gotten ready in the past 6 days, but I talked to my therapist, and, you know, she's just kind of telling me, like, get up, make your bed, shower, you know, as much as, like, you have no energy to do those things and all you want to do is sit and be sad, like, if you continue to do those things, it'll make it easier. So I'm getting ready, and I'm going to try and film some content that is long overdue that I've been needing to film for brands because I've just not been capable of functioning. My therapist also told me to, you know, find a hobby that will feel like it gives me purpose in life, and I think that's kind of what this is, and I think I may make a few more videos just on, like, how I'm going through day by day and how I'm getting through a breakup, just because, you know, if one person sees this that's going through the same thing and that can help them, that would be amazing to me, and, you know, make it feel like this is all happening for a reason. Or if you're in get ready with me while I talk about how I'm doing 2 weeks post-breakup. If you've been following along with my little breakup journey, it's been 2 weeks tomorrow, and I don't know how I'm doing. My last talking, like, get ready with me video was about no contact, which, we have spoke. I think the day I made that video, I just had a really rough day, and I broke no contact. Oops. But as, you know, much as people say not to contact them, like, they were in your life every day. They're your best friend. They were your best friend, whatever. So if you do, like, speak to them, it's not the end of the world. Over the past 2 weeks, I've started seeing a lot of TikToks about avoidant attachment people, which has kind of helped me make sense.
Me and my girlfriend broke up, so I'm cleaning my room because I'm gonna reorganize it and redecorate it because I'm about to be spending a lot more time in here, and so I just need to make it a lot more cozy. One of my personal rules is that I cannot rearrange or redecorate my room until I have cleaned my room, so that's why I'm cleaning it first, and then later I'm going to be rearranging it. And then I made another video of me decorating my room. This is a cute set that I wanted to show y'all. I got it at TJ Maxx the other day. I have not worn it yet, but I definitely will post a video in it. This is also my first ever voiceover, so let me know what y'all think. Typically, I guess I would just use like the annoying over guide, you know what I'm talking about, like the voiceover guy, but I thought that I would maybe just try talking because I like watching those videos. Those were also shoes that I got recently for the holidays. I thought that they were literally so cute. I got them from Walmart. So the reason I'm kind of having to reorganize my room is because I had to air up this air mattress because I'm no longer sleeping downstairs with my ex. So the layout wasn't really making any sense anymore. So I had to kind of move some things around, so let me know what y'all think of that. I'm hoping soon I can get a new bed and I won't be having to sleep on this air mattress anymore. I've been looking on Amazon and stuff, but kind of just waiting until I get a fat paycheck from TikTok Shop or something. For now, I think she's pretty cute, but I got this fall candle from Walmart. I thought that it smelled yummy, so I bought it. And then here's more of me cleaning, wiping things down, sanitizing, yay. Okay, finally some rearranging is happening. See, scooting something.
Hi guys, get ready with me. It's been a few days since I've made a talking get ready with me. That's because I've had a interesting few days. My boyfriend and I broke up a couple days ago, which is fine. But I kind of just didn't really have anything to say, so I'm back and ready to talk again. Anyways, that's not what we're going to talk about in today's video. Me and my friend Rayleigh bought Megan Moroney tickets last night, and the concert's tomorrow. I'm so excited. I think it's probably the best therapy I could get right now. I'm super busy lately just with school, and I've been hanging out with my friends. I've just been trying to stay as busy as possible and get my priorities straight. I'm definitely taking a break from dating because, newsflash, if you want to lose all your self-esteem and any pride you have left, date in Utah. On a real note, I need to focus on school anyways, and I'm going to get a job. And now I get to hang out with my friends as much as I want, which is great. And it's great gym motivation. I said I wasn't going to talk about it anymore, but, I was lying. I do feel content about it, and, I'm over it, so now it's just a time for me to do some self-reflecting and find some self-love again. Today, I don't have classes. I don't have classes on Wednesdays and Fridays. I call them my study days. Just the days that I get everything done. My favorite days because I get to wake up, go to the gym, and then I just come home, get showered, and get all my work done. I feel so productive. I have a lot to do today, but I'm prepared. Okay guys, my makeup's all done. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.
Get ready with me while I talk about how I'm doing 2 months post-breakup. A lot of you guys have been following my videos along my little breakup journey. I was posting a lot more about it in the beginning to kind of have an outlet of, somewhere to go and talk about it, as well as, so many people were relating to the situation I was going through. And it just kind of kept encouraging me to talk more about it, knowing that I was helping so many other people feel less alone in their situation. But it has been 2 months now, and I have talked about it significantly less on here, only because I'm just trying to think about it significantly less. And so obviously talking about it and posting about it just has me thinking about it more, and it's just kind of not been on my mind as much. I'm just kind of to the point where it's yeah, the situation sucks. Yeah, I'm sad and I miss it, but it is what it is at this point, and there's nothing that can be done, so I'm just, forgetting it and moving on. And obviously that takes time. I mean, it was so hard for me in the beginning, but I've just kind of gotten to this point where I'm it is what it is. Life moves forward. Also, please ignore that this is not my shade. I need to go get a winter color because I'm getting pale. For those of you that are still going through a breakup, having a rough time, and don't get me wrong, there's still times where I'm sad, but I mostly am just sad because I miss what it was, I guess, but I can't get that back anyways. Also, my skin is breaking out terrible right now, so we're gonna be doing a lot of concealer. But my recommendation to those of you that are going through a breakup is honestly just spend time with people who do care about you, friends and family. And as much as it sucks, it literally is just time that will fix it. And as time goes on, things will get easier. and you'll be able to move forward. I'll also say anytime that I'm home, it is significantly easier because back at school is obviously where we were together, where we met, all this stuff, and it's a lot harder. But once I'm home, I can kind of like remove myself from that time in my life. I would say the biggest struggle for me now is just missing my person and my best friend. Like, there's so much that has happened in these 2 months that I wish I could tell him about, but like I can't, and that sucks because he's the person I still want to tell those things to, but I can't. Like, obviously I do have so many other great people in my life that I can tell, but it's just not the same. Like, that was my person, that was my best friend, and like, I don't know, it sucks. Also, it of course does not make it any easier with it being the holidays. Like, I love doing relationship things around the holidays, and I love getting gifts for people and all that stuff, and I don't get to celebrate the holidays with him, which definitely has been a bummer. Like, having a boyfriend around the holidays is absolutely amazing, and I have not got to experience that for a while, and I thought I was this year, and I was so ecstatic, and I had so many little things planned in my head, and now I'm just alone again, unfortunately. It is still like a weird back and forth. Like, sometimes I have occasional days where I like will think about how things used to be and yada yada, and I'm like, why? What happened? But then a lot of the time, more often than not, I'm like, I'm happy how I am, and I'm gonna find so much better anyways. But it is hard when you were so close with that person and you really felt like you had a special connection. It's hard to just turn that off and be like, that's gone. I feel like it's the same advice that everybody gives, like, focus on yourself and time will fix it and blah, 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 blah. But that really is the case. Like, genuinely, there's nothing else you can do other than pour all that love back into yourself and just let time go on, and things will just start to get easier. And at the end of the day, you know, I've kind of realized we're both obviously so young, and he's a silly, immature little boy who has a lot of growing to do as a person, and, you know, maybe one day, but also maybe not, and that's totally.
Get ready with me, day 1, getting over my ex. That is just the most crazy sentence that's ever left my mouth. We didn't think I would get here, did we? But today is like officially day 1 since I've decided, you know what, I'm gonna put myself out there kind of thing, you know. We're gonna just kind of see where things go with anybody, somebody, maybe, you know, kind of deal. So this is just pretty crazy, to be quite honest. Like, I didn't see myself getting here so fast. I genuinely owe you guys, like, the most, because I think the support from you guys has definitely helped so much, and like helping me to see the light. The support of my best friends, you know, because my best friends, they hold me accountable. They're like, girl, are you sure? Like,
another thing, I feel like a lot of the time after a breakup, you're just not feeling good in yourself. Like, it's so easy to kind of be like, especially if it was not a healthy relationship, I'm not, like, see, guys, I don't even want to say these things about myself out loud. That's how much I have evolved. Like, let me just say, your words are so powerful. Like, you can literally speak things into existence even if you don't mean it. Like, if you're every day going to the mirror, stood there looking at yourself and going, you won't catch me saying those things, but I'm this, I'm that, I feel this, I'm that, I don't like my blah blah blah, you literally will speak those things into existence, because the universe doesn't know the difference. It does not. I've literally drilled this into one of the girls' heads, because she's so bad for just being like, I'm blah 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 about myself. I'm like, no, you can't speak about yourself like that. Like, please do not speak about yourself like that. And she's like, but I don't feel pretty like all these other good things that I'm telling her to say, you know. And I was like, it literally does not matter. Like, and then we had this conversation, because we as people are so easily able to convince ourselves of such bad things. I've convinced myself craziness before, literal craziness, like what, like, everyone's talking about me, like extreme paranoia, like they're all saying blah blah. Like the mind is so powerful. We can convince ourselves of anything. So if we're able to do that so easily with negative stuff, we need to flip it and just, you're like a dog, you just have to train yourself every day in the mirror. I'm gorgeous, I'm pretty, I'm smart, I'm confident, everything. Like literally have it drilled into yourself. And eventually one day you wake up and you're like, no, like I believe it. Like, so when I've gone through my breakup, literally trained myself like a dog. Now I literally every day I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, no, I'm massive, I'm clever, I'm confident, I'm a nice person, I'm this, you know? Like, instead of being like, oh, blah, 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 you need to just drill it into yourself. Because the only consistent person you guys, everyone has in their life, no matter what, no friends, no family, is yourself. So if you don't love yourself, how can you expect to be loved by your next person? Like, self-love, you need to love yourself and you need to know who you are. It's so important. It really, really is so important to know yourself and to speak good about yourself, guys. And obviously it is a process, you know, you need to literally train your...
Get ready for me to be broken up with by my boyfriend of 2 years. I'm not even trying to look good because, like, I low-key hate him and should have broken up with him a long time ago. But basically, he texted me and he was like, yo, I know that you've been texting my homeboy, and he showed me the photos of us together. And I was like, can't a girl have guy friends? Like, hello? And then he sent the photos of me and his friend cuddling on the couch. And I'm like, friendships are based off of comfort and affection, so... Like, I literally cuddle with, like, all of his homeboys. I don't know why this one's any different. But then he just started getting so mad at me because I was, like, trying to defend myself because I should be defending myself. And, like, I literally see him hug his mom, like, every day. I'm like, bro, like, you cannot be getting mad at me for kissing, like, his friend and he go and kisses his mom.
Why do I do this to myself? Why? It's 6:26 in the morning. At 7 a.m. I have a group therapy about breakups. Why did I think that was a good idea? I am unwell. My alarm went off at 5:50. I was like, why did I have an alarm for 5:50? Ding, notification from BetterHelp, because my subscription is back. Which also my therapist is out of town he's off for the week because it doesn't matter if he's out of town or whatever, because it's...
Get ready for me to be broken up with by my boyfriend of 2 years. I'm not even trying to look good because, like, I low-key hate him and should have broken up with him a long time ago. But basically, he texted me and he was like, yo, I know that you've been texting my homeboy, and he showed me the photos of us together. And I was like, can't a girl have guy friends? Like, hello? And then he sent the photos of me and his friend cuddling on the couch. And I'm like, friendships are based off of comfort and affection, so... Like, I literally cuddle with, like, all of his homeboys. I don't know why this one's any different. But then he just started getting so mad at me because I was, like, trying to defend myself because I should be defending myself. And, like, I literally see him hug his mom, like, every day. I'm like, bro, like, you cannot be getting mad at me for kissing, like, his friend and he go and kisses his mom.
I just want to say, if you're going through a breakup and you're, like, if you're right there in it, like, a few days after the breakup, or if you're even like a few weeks or months out from it and you are still feeling it, like, it is so not linear. I've gone through long periods where I felt like I'm so much better off without this person, like, this is where I need to be, this is what needed to happen, and then I have something happen that just reminds me of being in a relationship. And it's really hard when you go from, like, loving someone, and romantic relationships are unique because, like, for a lot of people, like, we experience a parental form of love different types of parental love. We experience different types of like sibling and familial love. We experience different types of like friendship, platonic love, all at the same time. But again, for most people, like romantic love happens one at a time. It's the only type of that love that we're experiencing at one